Oh shit! It's probably time for the show.
Time for the show.
Probably about time for the show.
It's my alarm going off. It might be time for the fucking show.
Is that McDonald's is writing the alarm?
It's time for the fucking show, mate.
Probably time to go on air.
I feel like my clock moves. Shut the fuck up, mate. It might be time for the show.
Yeah, you probably would be right about that.
Hey, look what we got set up again.
I don't even know.
Everyone's favorite, including a new soundboard.
Hey, everybody, it's a soundboard. Hey, yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, guys. It's that time of the week.
Saturday.
It's Saturday.
It's Saturday morning.
Saturday's usually when we record, so we're recording.
Tim, do you have any great grand old idea? Do you have any grand old ideas for this?
It's really bad. Anyway. Hey guys. Remember
how we did the show before?
Remember we used to
had
do the
no
show
sounds.
and there weren't a lot of sounds.
And we didn't have any distractions from us, and now we can just talk and...
Yeah. So, man, I really thought that I was probably, like, when we recorded the last episode, I was still getting over being sick.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I'm still getting over being sick.
Really?
Right now.
I mean, we did shoot that on Monday.
Yeah.
We just shoot it.
Shoot. And and I'm a little tired of it. Tia and I were supposed to go to Holiday World today, but we talked about it, and I was like,
oh, shit.
I don't know if that's a good idea for me to do. Because
you told me you were going to Holiday World.
Congestion baby boy. Well, that was because that was the plan. I was planning to go to Holiday World.
Shit. What are we going to do now?
I don't know. Also, apparently
podcast.
Chautauqua is this weekend, which is an art festival in Madison.
Oh, yeah.
And I usually go to that, but
probably not going.
Didn't realize it was this weekend, for one thing. So I had already planned to go to Holiday World. But... So I wasn't going to go Saturday, but then since I'm not feeling great and still pretty tired, think probably not going to go at all.
Yeah, that's a nice little art festival there.
It is. It's cool.
They have cute things there. That might be interesting.
Yeah.
To go to. What was that?
Sorry. So, this is really not good. This is really a bad idea that I've done.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I've started watching Doctor Who again for
Doctor Who.
the first time in a long time.
That's a good show.
I haven't watched it since middle school, maybe early high school.
Like, are you talking about the newer stuff? Or
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I also watched some of the older stuff when I was in middle school.
Oh, I remember that.
It's a weird show.
It's a weird
It's a very
show.
weird show. It's been on for a long time.
Yeah, even the new one has been on for a long fucking time.
Yeah, I looked at it. Well, like I pulled it up on HBO Max, and it's got like I think all of the new stuff, and it's like it's something crazy, like 13 seasons, 17 seasons, and that's like the new stuff.
Yeah, that's
just
fucking
since
long.
it came back.
Yeah,
Because it was on for a very long time,
a very long time.
and then it was canceled, and it was off for maybe 10 years, and then it came back, and it's just been on since then. Which is crazy. I like that show a lot.
I feel like I'd
very
like it
cheesy.
now. I feel like I'd like it a lot now because it's silly.
Yeah, it's very cheesy, very silly, and
Yeah.
that's part of why I like it so much.
Yeah.
It's exactly the kind of sci-fi I like. I like my sci-fi. It takes itself seriously enough that you can get invested in it.
Yeah.
But it's also like if you look at it at all, you're like, well, that's just what is that?
Well, that doesn't need to make sense.
And I love that about it.
Hey, Tim, do you want me to interrupt the podcast?
Yeah, sure.
I have to take a shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's timing for you. I'll
that
keep them
interesting?
entertained. Don't
All
worry.
right. That's a bad idea.
It's really not good. I'll have to cut it. It's
Yeah.
all right. Don't worry, guys.
Well, we'll see. I'll be right back. I love the flow of a podcast.
Everybody that's out there listening, I feel like it's really important that I tell you something about myself. When I look off into the distance, I can see. With my eyes, I can see. With my mind and my heart reaches out into the darkness, into the void. You know what I see there? People just like us. There are people just like us living in the void. And if you really wanted to take a look deep out there, away from where you're at right now, you'd probably see it too. And I think that we really need to make it our goal in life to reach those people and find out what they've got going on, what's you doing in the void. Do you want to be in the void? Do you want to come over here and hang out with us in the not void where there is stuff? And to be honest, I don't know where you would start with that. I'm not a scientist. I don't know magic. I don't know a lot of space science or hands-on mathematics, but I do know this. If you've got a telephone, right? Like an old telephone, like you plug it into the wall kind of telephone, and you don't just plug it in to charge it up. You plug it in because it's got to stay plugged into that, and that's how it connects to all the telephone lines, as it were. I feel like if you've got one of those, you can really reach reach out with that, and we might be able to bring those void people here. Do they play baseball? Do they like soccer? Do they read? Do they write? Do they have their own language? These are the kinds of things that I feel like would be good to ask the void people. Reach out to the void. Find yourself out there. And when you do, you'll see there's not much left there. And inside your mind, you'll see all those people there. Reach out to the void, yeah. Reach out. Far out. Reach out to the void. Oh, yeah. Pick up that phone. Don't dial any numbers. Just reach out to the void. You gotta reach out.
I'm gonna have to cut this off. I'm gonna have to cut it off.
You have to reach out.
We're not
You
gonna
have to reach.
Where's the stop button?
If you look inside, you'll reach out far. You'll reach out wide.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Dalen's back.
I'm back. I took a shit. What the hell are we going to do on this podcast, do you think? What do you think is going to happen on this episode?
I feel like all the stuff that happens on a normal episode. Holy fucking shit.
How long have we been going?
12 minutes.
Is that surprising or is that...
It's not.
It's not surprising. We have a lot to cover, guys.
Dude, so I had never... Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So I had never watched... The only Doctor of the new stuff that I had watched was Matt Smith, really.
Right.
And I'd watched some of whoever plays the second Doctor.
David Tennant.
No, like the original second Doctor. Yeah.
Wasn't the first one, didn't he, he didn't last very long, though, right?
I don't think so. But I don't really know.
Me neither.
I would assume that that's where they came up with the idea of him regenerating.
Because they needed a new actor.
Who don't know, Doctor Who is a show about a Time Lord, and if you don't know what a Time Lord is, then you probably don't care about this.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so I watched from the beginning of the new stuff. Mm-hmm. So watched Chris Eccleston. Mm-hmm. He's good. Like him.
He's the guy who's in Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, I know. It's wild to me.
He's the one who says Josh.
So now I'm on David Tennant's stuff because there's only one. I guess they call it a series in Britain. But there's only one season with Eccleston. Yeah. And then it jumps to Tennant. I'm in the second season of David Tennant's run. And pretty much from Tennant on, they all get 3. And that's it. But yeah, I'm about to the 3rd season of his run. I really like him. He I might like him better than Matt Smith, which a lot of people say the whole like, oh, whoever you watch first, that's going to be your favorite one. And for a long time it was. Like I was like, even watching the older stuff and the little bits and pieces of some of the newer stuff I've seen, I'm like, yeah, Matt Smith is my favorite. But David Tennant's just really good.
Yeah, he is.
So, and he's in Harry Potter. Duh.
He is?
Yeah, he's only in one movie and he's not in a lot of it. Have you seen much Harry Potter?
I have not seen
Harry Potter?
any of them. Besides, I saw the first one when I was young. I saw the first half of Prisoners of Azkaban.
Gotcha.
Prisoners?
Prisoners. No, it's
Many
the
prisoners.
prisoner.
The prisoner of
The
Azkaban.
prisoner. It's like the Doctor.
The Doctor of Azkaban.
Which, all right, I will say, one of my favorite things to do to people that really, really like Doctor Who, and I would say I'm in that group.
I haven't ever been in that group.
Uh-oh, is it actually? Oh,
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. I have the same one somewhere. Or do I? I don't even know if I have that anymore. I remember I bought a fucking sonic screwdriver for some reason, even though I didn't really watch the show.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't watched it much when I got this one.
Actually, I did watch the show a little bit,
But yeah, so my favorite thing to do to somebody that I know is like a huge Doctor Who fan is to call him Doctor Who. Because that just pisses people off so much. Because they're like, he's the Doctor, he's not Doctor Who. And I'm like, oh, you mean like Doctor Who? Is that who you're talking about?
you talking about Doctor
Talking
Who?
about Doctor Who right now?
No, I used the Doctor.
The show's Doctor Who, he's the Doctor. I know.
Who gives a fuck?
Anyway, so I've been on a bit more of a... Well, I've been watching a lot of Doctor Who, but it's gotten me into, like, man, I want to watch sci-fi stuff again. So I've been thinking about watching a lot of Star Trek The Next Generation.
Okay.
Because I've never seen much of it.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I've seen bits and pieces of it here. But I've seen Star Trek Generations, the movie that poster's from.
Yeah.
But I haven't really seen a lot of it. I've seen all of the original Star Trek series.
That's
And
impressive.
That's it. Well, it's not really that impressive when you consider it's only 3 seasons.
Oh, it's only 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I've seen most of the movies with the original cast, but not all of them.
Star Trek is fucking...
It's crazy, man.
There's a lot of that. Do you remember when we had our 8th grade science teacher?
Oh, yeah, man. Yep.
Was always big. Like, he really needed to say that Star Trek was better than Star Wars.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was like, you're dead wrong. And then now, not only do I not give a fuck,
Yeah.
he's still wrong.
Doesn't matter. Here's the biggest part of that. Doesn't matter.
No, it's like,
doesn't.
what is that argument?
They're
They're
both
two
just
different
sci-fi.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Hot dogs are better than pancakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beer's better than your heart whistle. So Tia made a little comment on our episode.
Nuh-uh.
Let me find my phone.
No, she didn't.
Found it.
On this.
What did she say? She said, what Dalen experienced wasn't a squatter. It's called frogging with a PH.
Frogging.
Yeah, PHROGGING. And then she puts in parentheses,
What the fuck is that?
Netflix shows worst roommate ever, and The Watcher give examples of both.
What is that?
I don't know. Let's
I've
look it
never
up.
seen those.
I'm gonna turn off my sound because
I didn't know there was a difference between squatting and frogging.
I don't know what frogging is the main meaning. Frogging, pronounced frogging, Yeah, is when someone secretly lives in another person's home without their knowledge. The name comes from the idea of leapfrog, with the intruder hopping from place to place, whether that be someone's basement or attic or crawl space, as opposed to squatting. And squatting
Is
means to
unlawfully.
crouch or sit with one's knees bent.
Nope. Nope, that's
Go
not
ahead.
the one.
Oh,
Well, it says unlawfully occupy an uninhabited building or settle on a piece of land.
yeah.
So it has to be uninhabited for squatting.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Well, everyone's
Good to know.
always used that phrase wrong then.
Yeah,
Turns
like
out.
a lot of them.
Like most
That's
places.
interesting, though. I had never heard the phrase frogging.
Me neither.
It sounds not real.
Because it has a pH in it.
Yeah, that's the main reason, I think. Yeah.
Nothing that has a pH in it really sounds not real.
Yeah, I've always heard squatting used that way. I never knew that it had to be in an abandoned building. I mean, I've also heard it used when the building's abandoned.
I always thought it was like, if you're living in a place that is not yours and there's people there.
So do
That was
squatters'
squatting.
rights apply to froggers?
No, there's no way.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. Like, there have been...
That
like,
makes
I
sense
guess it's
then.
maybe just a different terminology
That makes sense then to have squatters'
that's
rights.
involved in that.
Because squatters' rights, if it's uninhabited, then it's like,
Right.
well, there's some rights there. But if it's inhabited, there you don't have any right to...
I mean, I feel like anybody should be allowed to just sneak into anybody's house and just live there. I'm just kidding. I don't think
Go
that.
ahead, then. Go ahead and do it,
Go ahead
Tim,
and do
if
it,
that's
Tim.
what you want.
I already did. How do you think I got here?
Do you think we know anyone who's a frogger? Do you think Natalie's ever...
Maybe David Tennant.
David Tennant's lived in a place?
Yeah. Get it? Because, like, his... Never mind.
It's okay.
Never mind.
His name's Tennant.
I don't think
That's
it's even
pretty
spelled
good.
the same.
No, but it's funny.
Anyway, moving on.
We're gonna move on. Do I have
Thank
any
you, Tia,
topics?
for the heads up. Anybody else out there that wants to correct us when we say things that are incorrect, feel free to reach out via
Instagram.
anything. Yeah, you can reach out to us on Instagram. I don't know if either of us have checked our show's account in a long time, but
I know it sucks.
So
Tim, I've been struggling.
struggling with what?
Well, I have no medicine in my body.
Oh yeah,
There's none of it.
none of it.
None of that.
But you should have some.
But I should have some.
Yeah.
There's a
Generally,
national shortage on stimulant medication.
which is really just that shouldn't happen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they're all, you look it up, and I'm like, hey, why the fuck is that happening? I need to know why.
And it says on the internet,
It says that, no, the internet says, like, so they're both pointing fucking fingers at each other. They're
Yeah.
like, well, the FDA won't let us. And the FDA's like, you got the shit, make it.
yeah.
And it's like, oh, if you guys can't agree where it starts, it's both of your faults.
Yep.
It's both of your faults, figure it the fuck out.
Yeah. Which probably will make it harder for them to figure it out.
And then on top of that, it doesn't help that Walgreens doesn't let me know until like I've already ordered it. And
Yeah.
they're like, hey, by the way, we don't have any.
Yeah.
Sit tight. It's like, no, I would have. And they can't tell because it's a controlled substance, so that I can't just fucking call other places and be like, hey, you got any in stock? And they're like, well, we can't tell you that.
What the fuck?
We can't tell
I mean,
you
that makes sense, but like, what the fuck?
Uh-huh. It's in it just there's nothing.
Yeah, there's no good way for that to work, but there's got to be a better way than that. There's got to be a better way than that.
Yeah. Or maybe I can call, actually. Maybe I can call and ask if they have it in stock. But I need to maybe it's the Walgreens can't tell me about other Walgreens that have it. I can't remember which one it is. Doesn't matter.
Either way,
still
it's
too
still
fucking difficult.
Yeah. Man.
And I would love it if they would just tell, if I didn't have to call each and every place like, you got it, like and they're gonna be like,
yeah.
you might be a drug addict. And anyway, I wouldn't be able to because I have to get my doctors to send it to. Oh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb, Tim.
And so you without your medicine, it makes it really harder for you to
focus,
which is already hard.
It's not easy, no.
Yeah.
already have struggles with it.
Yeah.
When I have my medicine because it only does so much.
Yeah.
But it's like that plus a bunch of other things, and then withdrawal symptoms happen every time.
Yeah.
See, that long stretch where I wasn't taking it, Windows, Doors, and More, it was that first little bit of it that was like fucking awful, and then I kind of got used to it, but I still couldn't do anything.
Right. It was it was bad, but
it was bad.
But it wasn't as bad as it was at the start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the withdrawal symptoms, and also it's just not good to do that to your body. There's no way that's good to do that to your body. You take a month's worth of medicine and then a week off of it or something every fucking month. It feels like
that can't be good.
And I'll tell you who really doesn't like it. It's my job. They don't like it at all.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, how's that not figured out? And I'm like, well, I promise if I could, I would have figured it out.
Yeah.
If I could have it to where I'm always taking it, I would always take it.
100%. Yeah.
I would take it 100% of the time if it was always here. There's not a day in my life I wouldn't take it. It truly ruins my life.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, all the years, wonderful
so
feeling,
this is
lots of tears.
Pretty much an every month kind of thing.
It's been the past 3 months.
That's rough, man. Yeah, I didn't know. That's
last month it was an insurance problem because
Gotcha.
I don't know if I told you this, but they were like, they just released the generic brand for. I take Vyvanse, and they just released the generic brand for it, and my insurance was like, we only cover the generic brand, right? So they wouldn't like clear them to give me Vyvanse.
Cool.
But the thing was that they hadn't released generic brand was released, but not all the Walgreens got them.
Yeah.
Or any of them really had them. It takes time to get that stuff to the stores.
Yeah.
So they were just like, nope. And Walgreens was like, we don't know when we're going to get that. Yeah. And so you're going to have to call your insurance about it. Yeah. And of course, they tell me that the second, the second I'm out. And it's like, why does that have to happen? And also, like, by law, my doctor can't refill my prescription until like 30 days, which is what they give me. Yep. It's 30 days, or they might break that by doing it at like 28, but they don't do it. Yeah. They don't do it very far in advance. They won't let me.
It kind of makes it, again, I kind of get it, but like, hey, there's got to be a way we can figure this out.
I'm at the point where I don't get it
There
anymore.
has to be a way we can figure this out. Like, there's got to be a way we could be like, okay, the doctor can write the prescription whenever, but it's only allowed to be filled after like whatever, like 2 days prior to you running out. And then, you know what? Oh, wow, that's already a lot better. Yeah. Hey, look, it's already a lot better.
It's already a lot better.
Do you know how much simpler that would be? I don't see how that could be a problem. There's got to be a way to make that work.
Here's the thing that gets me about it is I'm like, what are you guys trying to prevent? Yeah. And I know what it is. It's drug problems, you know? Right. People getting addicted to these drugs, which is not good. But I'm at the point where I'm like, if this is affecting me, I don't give a... I mean, the more important thing, I think, is that people like me who have problems like me get the medication that we need to do our jobs. I don't think they're drug problems. They're being stupid and having, you know, not stupid, but like that's all on them. That's what they did. You know, it's not what you guys are doing. Right. That's what we shouldn't let them.
Yeah.
How about we focus on helping them get better?
Yeah.
Instead of just like completely cutting it off the option of having it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what are we doing?
Like, there's no reason to not. There absolutely should be things in place to try and prevent people from abusing prescriptions and stuff like that. There absolutely should be stuff in place to try and prevent that. But like you said, it shouldn't come down so hard as to the point that it's like people that genuinely need the stuff can't get it and use it every day. Like, you're supposed to take this drug daily, every day.
Every day.
And it fucks you up if you don't.
It fucks you up bad.
It's not
if you don't.
helpful at all. And there should be no reason that you can't take it every day if you need to take it every day. That's insane. That's an insane thing.
It's not like I'm taking a little bit of it. I'm taking a lot of it every day too. So it's like when you don't get it, it's like a butthole on a cheek stick. Welcome to the podcast that you have no idea why you keep listening to it.
Hey, so I saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that just came out.
The Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't see it.
Yeah. And dude, it was really good.
Really?
It was really, really good.
Really?
Yeah, it was very good.
Wow.
It took me a minute to adjust to the art style of it.
Is it not nasty?
It looks awesome if you like pause it anytime. Anytime on a frozen frame, it's like, that looks so fucking cool.
Really?
But it's a little weird to watch it in motion, at least for me at first.
Okay.
Because it's very imperfect on purpose. It's got all these like crazy lines and stuff trying to imitate like, well, I mean, I think it's kind of harkening back to the style of the original comic books from that.
Okay.
But it's got all these like crazy lines and all these like weird shapes and stuff, and it looks really cool. Mm-hmm. But when it's moving, sometimes those lines look weird because it's like it's 3D, you know, and I just feel there wouldn't be a good way to achieve that style if it was solely 2D animation, right?
Yeah.
But in 3D, all the jagged lines and crazy stuff can look kind of weird. See, for me, I feel like in a lot of ways they're trying to do what Spider-Verse did. Like, they're not copying that style, but the general concept of it they're trying to do, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that Spider-Verse did it in a great way that doesn't give me any pause to look at. Like, I watch it and I'm like, yeah, absolutely, everything in that is awesome. Mm-hmm. And looking at this, it has a lot of what I want from it there, but it's like every time I see something happen, I'm like,
Is that what I wanted to see?
Yeah. But the voice cast, fucking fantastic.
That's cool.
The music was awesome. So, big fan.
Was it anything like that TMNT animated movie that came out when we were a kid?
I don't think I saw that.
You didn't?
I don't think I did.
That was a weird movie.
The CGI, like, yeah, I don't think I saw that.
I saw it in theaters.
Really?
Yeah, I remember liking it as a child.
Do you not like it now?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. And it doesn't seem like something that would hold up.
So that was something I totally forgot about that movie happening. Mm-hmm. Like, so I don't think I've seen it at all, but I completely forgot it existed.
Yeah.
Because I remember the 90s. I also haven't seen those, but the 90s real live action people in
movies.
suits.
Yeah.
Again, haven't seen those either.
I think I saw Secret of the Ooze.
I remember Michael Bay's weird CGI Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I haven't seen those.
But I haven't seen that either.
That's crazy.
Basically, I haven't seen any of the TMNT movies at all.
That's your first Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah, this is my first movie. I watched this first movie I've seen.
Oh, well, that's good.
I watched I watched 2 shows when I was a kid.
You watched the Future Show, didn't you?
I watched the Future Show was one of them.
Yeah.
And then I watched whatever the show was, the one show that was before that, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
With the same kind of animation.
Yeah, very similar animation.
They don't got pupils.
Yeah.
It's just the whites of their eyes. Yeah.
I watched both of those. Fucking loved them so much when I was a kid, man.
Those were the ones that I saw.
And of course, I've played some of the arcade games, and I have Shredder's Revenge on Switch.
Oh,
but
do you?
That's all that I've. Yeah, that's all of my experience with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was talking to Riley. We watched it together. Mm-hmm. And
Riley's seen a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hell yeah, he has.
Yeah.
He was telling me something that I didn't know, which is that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were created by 2 people, and they just wrote it for fun. It was not for a studio or anything at all. So they just retained the rights completely for that and have made a bunch of money off of it, and they stayed friends, and unlike every other team of writers for anything in comics ever. So I thought that was really cool. Didn't know that about it.
That's pretty nice.
And yeah. And apparently they had a thing in their contract when they eventually did sell rights for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They had a thing in their contract that says, hey, we're allowed to write any comics we want to with them, and you guys have to publish them, which I think is fantastic.
That's cool.
That's so awesome. Yeah.
I mean, that kind of makes the most sense,
it does,
though, because it's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they straight up were like, what's popular right now? Shows with teenagers. Mm-hmm. Okay. Teenagers. What's
mutants, X-Men?
Yeah, mutants, X-Men. Exactly was the thing. And then they were like, there are ninjas in a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
And then the Turtles was because like the comic books that were selling the most at the time were kids comics with main characters that were animals.
Cool.
So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. were born.
What do you think is selling the most in the world of comics now?
Literally nothing.
I don't think.
I think comics are this close to dead.
And there's some nerds who would hear that
Yeah.
and be like, no.
I mean, honestly, most of the people that I've talked to that are big into superheroes and comics and stuff are fine with it a little bit.
They're like, correct.
Because it's like, you know, I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that would be like, are upset that comics are dying. But it's like, I don't know.
They're not going to completely go away. They're
Well,
not
of course
gonna,
not.
No.
And see, that's the part that I'm like, that's all I need. Like, the stuff that's going to really stand the test of time, I feel like, are little individual stories that, like, cool
Someone just makes
indie
it.
studios and whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, random people just making a graphic novel. And honestly, that's all we need. Let's be honest.
No, I mean,
we've had everything you can imagine with the superhero industry. I think that
comics would never have been popular if this stuff was back then. If we had all we have now, technology-wise, back then, it wouldn't have been.
Well, I think there's still a place for comics. It's just the industry is not handled very well.
No,
and
and
the
it's
concept
expensive.
of a monthly, the concept of a monthly thing that's just part of a story and doesn't give you much, and you have to pay now a ridiculous amount for when, I mean, when the original business model, when they were like 10 cents, and 10 cents was a lot more than it is now, but 10 cents was doable. It's just, you know, it's a lot different now. But I would love to see more new characters. So, you know, I don't want that to die. I would love to see more new heroes, more diverse backstories for these characters, more diverse characters.
Comics are fun as fuck to read.
But the thing is, for the most part, the studios are just like, yeah, let's make more Batman. Yeah, let's make more Superman. And I, don't get me wrong, fucking love Batman. But
how much more Batman can you make?
Yeah, how much more Batman can you really make?
There's nothing. They've done everything.
I think there are still fun stories you can tell with Batman. I don't think we have to kill off any like more ideas with that. But you know, keeping a consistent like multiple stories that are just like about Batman going constantly forever. It can't all be good. It can't be good.
No.
So.
No.
Yeah, I don't want comics to die necessarily, but I'm okay with them not being big.
That's okay.
It's
We're in
all right.
a different.
It's all right. We're in a new age.
We're in a new age. You know what I want to be bad? You know what I want right now, real bad?
What?
Watchmen.
Like you just want to read Watchmen?
I just want Watchmen right here in my face.
So, nerd shit, more nerd stuff.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot of nerd.
Nerd shit and nerd stuff.
Speaking of nerd,
Nothing.
I have nothing. I have nothing to say there. But I've been... We keep getting it wrong. I don't know if you noticed.
I didn't.
I didn't know we were on a game show, but we keep getting it wrong. Oh,
Yeah.
God, even that was wrong.
Again. Well, guys, as we come into the church, let's all take our seats.
We're at a church right now, everybody.
And let's all take our seats and really think about the Lord as you sit down.
Yeah. Welcome to church, everybody.
This is the church of
Daniel
Barmly, Daniel Barmly. And here we celebrate our Lord Daniel Barmly.
Daniel Barmly, thank
Daniel
you so
Barmly,
much
thank
for
you.
committing your sins.
Yeah. Yeah. All those sins you committed, they really really help us out. Really helping me out.
When Daniel Barmly, and this happened a long time ago, about 1973.
1973, that's a good year.
Yeah, Daniel Barmly got in trouble at school a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, the trumpet player.
And Daniel Barmly, he was not what you'd call a good student.
No.
He wasn't smart.
No.
He didn't work very hard.
He beat up a lot of kids.
He beat up a lot of kids. Didn't do sports. He didn't really do much. He just beat up kids and went home.
He'd skip out on class and beat up kids. And now we make a church.
Daniel Barmly. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you for your sins, Daniel.
Thank you for your sins.
Trumpet player's having a great time. This is the trumpet player from the band Cake. But the best part about Daniel Barmly is he died.
He died as so young.
He died. I think he might have been about 18.
18 years old, Daniel Barmly was crossing the street. And he saw a car hurtling towards him, so he got out of the way and kept on walking into a general store. And the ceiling of that store caved in, so he pushed an old man down and ran outside, and that old man died in there. And Daniel Barmly was walking away from the rubble. The police tried to stop him and question him.
And then he blew up.
He blew up.
Right before the police could question, he blew up. Thank you. He blew up. And we all know how much Daniel Barmly actually really loved Lord of the Rings. It's the sound of Daniel Barmly blowing up.
Oh, God. And
now we have a church that we made. Thank you for all coming into our church. Got the French horn player now.
so everybody, if you would join me in singing.
Yes.
Daniel, oh Daniel,
Danny
Danny,
boy.
oh Danny, oh Danny, Danny.
Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody sit down. All right.
Everybody sit down. All right. The Church of Daniel Barmly. It's kind of messed up.
A little bit.
4.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
How long we got?
Well, it's 47 right now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I feel like I haven't done anything. You ever get that feeling?
Yes.
That you haven't done anything?
I constantly have that feeling, especially this week. I've been in bed just feeling sick.
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything good.
3.
Tim. I haven't done anything good, bad. I don't even know. I just want to be Dr. Manhattan.
Dr. Manhattan wants to be you. Look at you.
That does
Look at
mean
you
the
right
same
now.
thing.
Look at you right now.
I'm looking at me.
If you were Dr. Manhattan, what inside you would there be?
What?
If you could be Dr. Manhattan, what would be the point?
I know. I kind of want to be Dr. Manhattan just so I can have that.
So you could be like, wow.
Why am I?
What the fuck am I what are any of us doing?
It would just be, I would be, it's like I'm dead, but better.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically that,
Yeah, I mean, it's not heaven. It's definitely not heaven to be Dr. Manhattan, but it's like, if I was Dr. Manhattan, it'd be like... if I was Dr. Manhattan, it'd be like, it would be like that I was dead.
If you could go to any time, what time would you go to?
Yesterday. Do yesterday again.
If you could go anywhere, where would you go?
Home.
Okay.
Well, that's a bad. These are bad answers.
If you could, if you could jump to any height,
You gotta shut it off. I was thinking. You gotta shut it off. You gotta shut it off. It's too much. It's okay. You gotta. There we go, or something. Because it's. God. I listened to last week. I listened to last week's episode a little bit, and I heard part of that, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's so loud over us talking."
Yeah, it was loud in the beginning, and then we cranked it down a little bit.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even remember that part. But holy shit, that's funny. You said okay, so you have 3 questions for me.
Yeah.
If I could go anywhere,
anytime. If you could do any time, when would you travel to time? What time?
time travel, and I can only do it back.
Anywhere.
Oh, I could time travel
Would you
anywhere.
go forward or you go backward? I guess is a more interesting question, maybe.
I always thought I'd. Well, that's the thing. I don't want to mess with time travel ever.
Okay, well, let's say in
You're
this
just a
hypothetical
viewer.
that you're just viewing it. You're just looking.
Man. Well, I like surprises, so I wouldn't go in the future. Go fuck yourself. I'd go all the way back.
All the way back.
I'd go all the way back.
All right. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'd go all the way back.
If you could go anywhere, where would you go?
Really want to go to all the national parks
All right. Yeah.
in America. I want to go to all the American national parks.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like a good time.
I respect that. And then
That's doable. I don't even need a machine to do that.
if you could jump to any height, how high would you jump?
Well, is it gonna? That's the thing. I have to think about how hard.
Best question.
How hard I'll fall.
That's the best question.
Like how hard? Like if I fall down, will it kill me? I think so.
Let's say in this hypothetical that it might just hurt.
It's
Like
just
you
gonna hurt a
can't
lot.
die, you can't get hurt, you can't like actually be
Injured?
like physically damaged, but you'll feel pain if you hit really
You'll
hard.
feel the same amount of pain.
Yeah.
For just like the second.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
well then, yeah,
Get
I'll
over it
jump. I'll
fast,
jump
yeah.
as high as I want. I want it to be as high as I can possibly jump.
Hey, if flying like superhero flying, like how there's no wings, no nothing. You just fly. You just like levitate and shit. If that were real, and you could fly, how would you fly? Would you do like a Superman
Flapping.
shit? Would you do like a
No, I would not do flapping.
You understood the okay.
I knew where you were going, but I'm not.
But like, would you do like a Superman fly? Would you like fly straight, like with stand and like fucking fly, like they do in some things? Would you do like a? I guess Ultraman does a similar thing to Superman, where he just sticks his arms out in front of him.
I would helicopter my dick.
Oh, okay.
I'd helicopter my dick,
that's
and
an
that's
option.
how I fly.
guess you could helicopter your dick. You could just spin like your whole body.
Like that one lady.
Yeah.
Just start spinning as fast as you can.
Just too fast spinning.
I would. You know what? I would want to be the human boomerang.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I always come back to where I started.
Yeah, you're like you go and then you're back. You come back
Yeah. While spinning.
while spinning. Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today.
Are we over?
I feel like today's episode has been just eye-opening.
Eye-opening
Don't
is one
forget
word.
to call out to the void from your landlines.
You keeping that part in?
And everybody remember to pray to
Daniel Barmly.
Daniel Barmly.
God bless Daniel Barmly.
God, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy a little bit.
Fuck that guy a little bit.
He
but
beat up a
bless
lot of
him.
kids. I'm
Bless
pretty-
him. Thank him for his sins.
Pretty sure he stabbed a kid.
Stabbed a kid. Thank him for that.
Yeah,
So
but-
thank him for those sins.
But because he did those sins, we're all the better.
We're better now. So because of it.
We're better now because he's dead.